What's up? This is the Vinyl Casket, home to the lamest taste. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, all at one word, the Vinyl Casket, where you can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. Give me 1 second. For some reason, it's doing autofocus, and I don't like that. That shouldn't be on. Give me 1 second. That should be good. We should be good. All right. I don't know if you guys can see it, but obviously on my end, I'm seeing a square box all over my face. I don't like that. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Probably if I can see it on the screen. So got rid of that. This is the Vinyl Casket, home of lamest taste. We're doing a book review. If you've been following with me, I have become a large, very in-depth fan of Leigh Bardugo, with Ninth House, Hellgate, Hellbent. Ninth House, Hellbent. I read King of Scars, and now I'm diving completely into the Grishaverse because this is my review of Shadow and Bone. This is a book that was released on June 5th, 2012. I was getting ready for my first semester of college. That's crazy that's that old. That's nuts. Awesome book. Obviously, there's a Netflix series currently out based on this, as well as the other Grisha books. It's kind of like intertwined, which I heard all the reviews and everyone talking about this book and how great it was and how the series is so great and this, that, and the other thing. So I had said, okay, let me start watching it. So I tried to watch season 1 of that show like 6 times, and I just couldn't get through. Like, I got distracted or whatever, but it was interesting. Finally, the last time I tried, I got into it. I watched almost the entire first season. Didn't fully understand what was going on or what was happening, but I liked the characters and I liked the development. But finally, I was like, you know what? I want to read this, whatever. My wife had the first book, and I was like, okay. And then in store, we were picking out books at like Barnes & Noble or something. I saw King of Scars, and I just finished Hellbent. And I was like, ooh, I really want to check this out. I read the description, and I thought it was like set in this universe, but like far enough in the future where like it was a different set of characters or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get it. I start reading it. I realize right away, I'm like, oh, I messed up. Like, there is so much, like, it's way closer than I thought to this book. And then I realized there was a trilogy, a duology, and a second duology. And I was in the second duology. And I was like, oh, Lord. But I read King of Scars. You can check out my review on this channel. And then I decided to get all the box sets besides the last duology, because I just bought that single book, and I dove in. Read this as our original copy, so I read this, then got those. Bang this out. Really love it. She's a great writer. She really is a great author. And while I did not like this book even close as much as I liked King of Scars, and I think that's primarily because this is told in first person. This whole first trilogy is a first person. It's Elena's point of view. While those other books, I believe, are all third person view, and every chapter is a different character. So you're following like multiple stories, some of them intertwined, some of them not, just connected or related. And that, to me, is interesting because you don't get bored, right? Something happens, then you jump into another story, then something else happens, then you jump back there. And just being my personality and who I am, that was really interesting and kept me intrigued. This book, I slow go and then flew through it. Once I hit, I think there's a part 2 of this. I think it's split in 2, like part 1 and then part 2, and I thought it was stupid. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. Got through it, loved it. Currently reading the second book, what is that, Siege and Storm, and that I got stuck on for a little bit. I just recently, the other day, started flying through it. So that review is coming soon. There's a review post on my Instagram about this, where I should probably look up because I can't remember what I gave it as a review, as a rating, which is totally my fault. All right, so I gave this a 3.8 out of 5, and that might seem a little low if you watch my rating scale for other things. I like it. It's a little slow. It's a little hard to get going. And like the first large chunk of this is just watching her suffer and struggle to even like use the powers. But once he does use the powers, everything starts moving. And that was the coolest part. And I'm really enjoying her as a character and the other characters, because once you finish this book and you start the second book sets up all the characters that I really like from King of Scars. So I get to see how they start out and how their relationships all form. And I'm really enjoying that. But this book's a little slow. So 3.8 out of 5. Really enjoying the series. Check out my Instagram post. I also did one for King of Scars, which also has a video for it. Also, I've reviewed 2 other books by the same author. You could check those out, Hellbent and Ninth House. Awesome books, awesome author. Check it out. I will be doing reviews, obviously, on the next 2 in the trilogy, which is Siege and Storm, and then Ruin and Rising, then Six of Crows, and whatever the second one to that is, and then finally the last book. So that's my plan. I am already close to beating my normal book reading for the year, because I'm on 4. I'm on my 4th book of the year. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like 4 books this year, which is impressive for me. Obviously, I read a ton of comics, a ton of manga, a ton of other stuff, but that's impressive for me. So with that being said, guys, 3.8 out of 5 on Shadow and Bone. Check it out. I do highly recommend. I do prefer this way over the show. I don't think the show holds a candle to the actual book. That being said, thank you guys so much. This is the Violent Casket, home to Leigh. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, where you can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more, and do me a massive favor and stay lame.